Hey guys, in this video I'll be teaching you how to make a realistic water reflection in Photoshop. So if you've been following me for a while, you guys know that I like reflections quite much. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so and hit the bell so you won't miss any videos from me in the future. Anyway, 99% of my reflection photos are real, but there's two which are not real. This and this. In this video I will be teaching you step by step how to do a reflection like those. So let's get straight into it. Alright, let's start. Making a reflection from scratch might sound actually very hard, but actually it's not. And if you want to make a reflection while watching this video, please open up your Photoshop right now. Okay, first step, make sure to select the rectangular marquee tool. You can find it from here, and you can also find it by pressing N. Now we are gonna select the area we want to make the reflection of. So I, in this case, want to make the reflection of this cabin. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag this to the reflection point right there. And I'm gonna release. And that is gonna be our selection. So next up we are gonna duplicate the layer. Press Ctrl plus J, or if you are on Mac then press Command plus J. So we're gonna do that. And here we have our new layer. Now have the duplicated layer selected and press Ctrl plus T or Command plus T if you're on Mac. So Ctrl plus T, and we're gonna flip it vertical. And we are gonna drag it all the way down where we want it to be. And then I want that it is around there. And press Enter. Like that. Now we have a reflection there, as you can see, but it's not that realistic yet, but we're gonna fix that right now. Alright, then next hold Ctrl or Command and then click on the layer right here. And see it makes another selection. Then come down here and press that and it creates a mask. Alright, so now then we have the mask here, and now we're gonna make this look like an actual water reflection. And now this is a very important part, that make sure to have this selected, not the mask, but this one. And go to Filter, Blur, Motion Blur. And this is very important to have at 90. And then the distance part, that depends on your photo, and you can play around with that on your own. And I think 21 is quite good for this. And we're gonna press OK. And now if we go up to here to history, we can see what we have done just by motion blur, and that actually makes quite a big difference to this reflection already. And then it's time for more blur. So go ahead again, Filter, Blur and Gaussian blur. And then this one depends again on your photograph or whatever you're making the reflection to. Just look around what would be a good one. Usually I'd say it's best between 0.8 and 2 pixels. So somewhere around there, and then hit Enter. And now if we want to check what we have done to the actual reflection, it's quite a big difference what we have already done. So that's the difference right there. And now in my opinion the reflection is already looking very realistic. But it's not perfect yet. In this example it's looking already quite perfect, but in some cases it might still look unrealistic from one part. So, and I'm gonna show you what it is. So here is this kind of line. In this example, as I said, it's not that big of a deal and it already looks quite realistic, but in your photo it might look unrealistic. So what you want to do is to double click on the mask and your properties will show up. And then you want to adjust the feather a bit, not too much. If you go too far, then the original photo will come visible. So don't go too far, but just a tiny bit. And I'm gonna go like 2.5 pixels, but this depends on your photo. but it's probably around 2 and 3 pixels, I would say, probably somewhere there. Alright, we are nearly finished. We still want to do one more thing, and that is darkening the reflection. But we don't want to darken the whole photo, but just the reflection. And how do you do that? I'll show you. So, go to Adjustments and go to Levels. Click that. Then come here between these layers and hold your Alt and click. And now it has created a clipping mask, and now it will only affect the reflection. The other way to create a clipping mask would come here and press this button right here. That's how you can do it also. And now we are gonna grab this part right here and we are gonna drag it down a bit. Let's say maybe somewhere like here or 3. And again, look around what fits to your photo best, but I think somehow like this is good amount. And now we are finished with this main reflection right here, but I still want to show you one more example, because this one was a really simple reflection, but there can sometimes be very complicated reflections, and I want to show you how to make those. Alright, now I have the second example here, and I just made the reflection fast what we made earlier in the exact same way. But there's one difference, and that is that here is still the original photo bit left. So we want to cover that up. And that just heads up if you wonder what is this little folder here. That is what I made. I mean, like, those are my edits. I made this photo last year. Some of you might remember this photo that I posted around in June maybe. So yeah, now we're gonna cover that part. Alright, so next then we're gonna select the rectangular marquee tool once again, so you can either go up here and select it from there, or then just press M. And then make sure to have the original photo selected. That's extremely important. And then we are gonna go again and drag this to the reflection point. Just so, and then we're gonna duplicate it, then flip it vertical. Now I'm going a bit more fast paced because we already did this earlier. And then we're gonna put it to the reflection point, just like that. Okay. Then we're gonna be pressing again like this, make it a mask, and then we're gonna put all the filters again. And we're doing this again very fast, so I don't want to waste any of your time. Like that. Alright then, and now we then want to remove this part right here, and then we want to make them both actually visible again. So now we have to then grab our brush, and you can find it right here, or then just press B. And then make sure to select mask, this is very important, and then which mask you have to select, that depends on how did you do the reflections in your photo. So in my case, I made the first reflection of the boat, and then that's called layer 1. So I want to go there, and then I want to grab the brush and make sure you have black selected. And if you don't have black selected, you can go here and select it like that. Or if you want, or if you have some other color there, you can press D, and that resets those. And then you can press this, or then just X, and it switches back to black. And then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna just brush this out. Like so. We're still not getting our boat back, but we're gonna get it soon. And now I'm not gonna make this perfect right here, but just like this, you'll be brushing that looks realistic. Alright, so now I didn't make this reflection perfect, because this is just an example and I don't want to waste any of your time. But once you're making your own reflection, then make sure to do the masking as perfect as possible so that it looks realistic. Now I'm still gonna be bringing the reflection back of the boat and the beach back, but I'm not gonna do it super well because again this is just an example. So now this is looking quite good, but it's not perfect yet. And if we go here, we can actually still see that there is some of that left, that original water part. But that's, again, what you have to do to get rid of that is either you make another reflection, or then if you're lazy then just close them without or something. But I would do a reflection of it personally. So sometimes it is necessary that you do a bit more work to get the reflection to perfection, but it's not always as complicated as this example. Sometimes it's very easy, like the first example. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you. Alright, that's a wrap on this video. If you liked the video, make sure to press thumbs up, and well, if you didn't like them, I guess you can press thumbs down, but hopefully you didn't dislike this. Would make me very sad. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so for more photography, filmmaking and other creative videos. And if you have something in your mind what you would like to learn, or just some other video suggestions, please leave them down below in the comments. I'm gonna be reading all of them. And see you guys then in the next video, next Sunday. I really woke up 3:40 AM to make this video for them. They better have liked the video.